What is up, everybody? We are back for another weekly NFL picks. I would just
How
like
about
to
you,
say,
Daniel?
I would
How
just
about
like
you?
to say, well, let's start with the good, then we'll get to the bad.
Okay. Okay.
On Thursday,
Mhm. Mhm.
there were three games. We went 2-1. We went 2-1. That's better than we've done in like the last
That-
5 weeks combined.
Exactly. We got something right.
So I feel like maybe doing the shorts on Thursday might be a sign.
Could be.
Might
Could
be a
be.
sign. Might be the way we go going forward. If we're gonna try it this Thursday, and if this Thursday we get it wrong, then maybe not. But if we get it
Hey,
right,
if you didn't see the shorts, go watch the
yeah, go
shorts.
watch the shorts. We
Yeah.
we predicted the 3 Thursday games in the shorts. But anyway, we got two of them right. We got Detroit by the spread and Minnesota to win despite the spread. Dallas, we were 2 points off from a push, and it was a
Or
crunch time thing. It was so close
you guys were like, we don't want to win, but
by 15.
allow. But it's whatever. It's cool.
It is
I
what it
guess.
is. But we are here now, and we're gonna start with the Sunday games, and we're gonna start with a real shitty one, spread
Mhm.
wise, because it's it's the
Mhm.
Texans on their way to the Dolphins,
Yeah.
and the Texans are getting 14. Why so many? I mean, you know why so many? Because the
But
Texans are buns.
but but homie, right? The Texans, like, they're a professional football team. They're
Barely.
bound into this game, and they're bound to fight and scrap and like get within this spread, right?
Brett, if I took this Texans team and put them up against like the Alabama college team from 4 years ago, I think I'd take Alabama.
I would probably take Alabama too.
I'm gonna take Miami.
I'm taking Miami.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll go ahead and move on to the next one. So Joe Burrow and the
Joey
Bengals
Cool.
headed into King Henry country
Ooh.
with the Titans. The Titans getting 1.5. The spread's a little surprising to make them hometown dogs. I would think, like, the way they've done spreads lately, they would have the advantage
Yeah.
because it's home. Because these are two teams that have been playing relatively well.
Yeah.
To a point. Bengals are riddled with some injuries, and their offensive line is shaky. Personally, I think I have to take the Titans. They're the more put together team, in my opinion.
I'm
And
inclined to agree.
it's
It's
that's
tough.
just
I'm not
yeah.
happy about it. If the spread had been a little bit more, I probably would have just gone with the spread either way. But
Mhm.
with it being so small, it feels like I should just pick who I think's gonna win. And as it stands, I feel like the Titans are just like you said, slightly more put together. So
Yeah.
we'll move on. Both taking the Tennessee. We've got the Broncos on their way to the Panthers. The Panthers, 1.5 point dogs at home. I'm not surprised about them being dogs, but I'm also surprised about them being dogs because Denver's just so bad. Um, this one
They are.
sucks.
It's not great. Um, both teams have gone through a lot this season, and it's not been good. Uh, I think I have to go with the Panthers. I think who they've beaten
Is
is more.
slightly more impressive, yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I'll take the Panthers with you. I'm down for that.
this could go either way.
Yep.
It's probably going to be a low scoring game.
Yeah, 3-6. Two, yo, the Broncos win 2-3, and we still get the spread because of it. I'd be happy as fuck.
I'd be fine with that.
Happy as
Um,
fuck.
and now we have Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears.
Da Bears.
Heading to New York, face the Jets, and who have benched their starting quarterback among all the issues that they had last week.
So
And they're going with someone you're familiar with. You might have heard of him.
the should have been #1 draft pick.
Mike White. Yes, you have heard of him.
I have.
Um,
He should have been number one.
and the Jets are down 6.5 points. And I'm gonna be honest with you. My initial thought with this spread, with the fact that they're down their starting quarterback, which
Normally, you think is a major detriment.
yeah, should be a major detriment. But the offense was never their strong suit. It's their defense.
It's their defense that's been carrying them to their record. Yeah.
I don't think Justin Fields has enough support from his team to carry them into a victory here.
No.
I think the Jets pull out a win.
Yeah,
I think they cover the spread.
I'm inclined to agree.
I think it's going to be hard for Chicago to score.
I hope we're wrong. I really like Fields.
I do too. Yes, I do.
But I don't. I just think that the Jets are the better team all around, really, other than at quarterback. Ironically enough. Let's move on. We got the Falcons on their way to the Washington Commanders, who are on a 2-game win streak. They're positive. The entire NFC East has a winning record. The only other division that can say that is the AFC East. So apparently the East is the place to be in football, even though Dallas is in the East. We're not going to get into that.
Hey, man, I don't know if you heard, but Heineke got X-rays not too long.
Oh.
And it turns out he's got some dog in him.
Oh.
I don't seen this.
Yeah. That was really bad. That was really bad. That caught me off guard. I was like, he got X-rays. What's wrong with him? Thought you were gonna give me bad news.
Say your damn pick.
Oh, Washington.
All right, moving on.
There's no question.
Next, we have Tom Brady and the Bucks. Heading to Cleveland. With their fantastic elf mascot.
Yeah, Brownie the elf.
That we see on that image there. It's horrible. Anyway, Brown getting 3.5 points. I haven't disliked the Browns this season, but I don't think that's enough.
No.
With the way Tampa Bay has been playing now.
No, I agree.
Tom seems much less distracted. The team seems a little more in cohesion. And I think that's going to continue to carry on.
No, I agree. Yeah, I'm going to take Tampa here. I just think they're the better team. Cleveland still has a lot to figure out, and they're just not there yet. We can move on. Baltimore at Jacksonville. Jacksonville getting 3.5. I just don't feel like it's enough. I mean, I get that Baltimore has a weird tendency to let people kind of come back, but they are definitively the better team. Like, by a long shot, by leaps and bounds. And I mean, sure, there's always the potential that Baltimore decides to do the Baltimore thing and, like, fuck it up at the end, but it's just not safe to bet on.
Yeah, I don't think Jacksonville's been living up to what they started initially.
Yeah, what it felt like it would be early. Yeah.
It seemed like they might show some powerhouse potential, and then it just fell off. Yeah. I got to go with Ravens on this one.
Yep, yeah. Baltimore all the way.
So next we have the Las Vegas Raiders heading to Seattle to lose to the Seahawks, with the Seahawks losing 3.5 points.
No, yeah, I agree. Yeah.
I can't trust the Raiders.
Nope. Can't. Never can trust the Raiders. Don't trust the Raiders. I'm taking Seattle. We got the Chargers.
Not to go away from what Seattle's been doing.
No. If anything, even more so.
Yeah, more so picking
Seattle's been so impressive, and the Raiders have been so not.
Underwhelming.
I was going to say depressive. Like, it's just been depressing watching them play football. Yeah. Like, I feel like being a Raiders fan has to be depressing knowing who's on that team and how bad they are anyway.
Y'all pick up arguably the best wide receiver in the NFL, and then
don't use him as a wide receiver.
Yeah.
It's like when the Falcons drafted Kyle Pitts and then used him to block. Anyway, I'll take a Seattle. Let's move on.
Yeah.
We got the Chargers heading to Arizona. Arizona 3-point dogs at home. And I think that's fair. I think Arizona is not living up to expectations. Now, that's not to say that the Chargers are living up to expectations either, but I think that the Chargers' expectations were significantly higher than the Cardinals' expectations were, and I think the Chargers are closer to their expectations than the Cardinals are. So, by proxy, the Chargers are above what we expected of the Cardinals. Like I
Right.
just think they're the better team.
Um, I, personally, I'm surprised the spread isn't a bit larger,
Yeah.
given the fact that the Cardinals have not seemed to be able to put things together
Right.
consistently enough. Um, I got to take the Chargers on this one.
No, I agree.
Yeah. Moving on to the next game, we have the New Orleans Saints.
New Orleans.
They are heading to San Francisco to honestly, in my opinion, they probably take a loss here.
Yeah.
So San Francisco is down 8.5 points, but
They're just
they've
better.
they've just been good. Yeah, they're just a better
They're on a
team.
3-game win streak.
They've been holding teams to not many points.
No, yeah.
And yeah, I think they take this one.
I'm inclined to agree. Especially just because New Orleans has been shaky with their whole quarterback situation. I'm going to take San Francisco here. Let's move on to an even worse spread than the Dolphins game somehow. The Los Angeles Rams on their way to Kansas City, the Super Bowl champions, 15.5 point underdogs in Kansas City. 15.5.
Just won the Super Bowl. Just
Granted,
won the Super Bowl. Down 15.
They are 3-7 right now, so I mean they kind of suck. Um, I don't think there's any question Kansas City wins this game. But
Agree.
15.5 is a lot.
A lot of points.
And like we saw in the Dallas Giants game, you can be winning by a lot definitively, and then the team just gets a garbage time touchdown at the end of the game just to try and build a little bit of confidence. And that's kind of what I feel like is going to happen here. I think that Kansas City will be up by 3 scores. And at the end of the game, the Rams are just going to kind of say, like, let's build a little bit of something to build off of. Let's get this kid that we've got in this quarterback some confidence, and they'll get a garbage time field goal or touchdown to bring it within the spread, just barely.
So that is something to note. Matt Stafford is out. Injury, I don't know. I don't remember exactly what the injury is, but they did bring in a new guy to start for them.
Right.
And honestly, I think they're gonna struggle just as much, most likely more, to score points now. And I think Kansas City takes this with the spread.
And they definitely could. I just think the spread's a little high, and those garbage time points might be the reason that the Rams eke into the spread.
Yeah.
But we'll see. What do we got for Sunday Night Football, Brett?
Sunday night, we have my Green Bay Packers heading to Philly to face off against the Eagles.
Ooh.
I don't think Green Bay wins this game. Eagles are down 6.5 points, and I think Green Bay keeps it within the spread. So I'm picking Green Bay. Unfortunately, I don't think they actually pull off the victory here. I think the Eagles are the more put together team. They've struggled to, keep separation of points as of late, but Yeah, I think they win this. Green Bay has been in they've been in shambles. They just haven't been able to put things together. Horrible defensive schemes.
No, I
Uh,
agree. I agree that it's been shaky. The one thing I will say, um, Philly, once they lost to Washington, I feel like they got exposed a little bit. Last week they almost lost to the Colts, who are not a good football team. And a lot of their wins so far this year have been, now with the exception of a few, they have two wins over good teams. One of them had a backup quarterback in, but that backup was playing phenomenally up until that point. But the rest of their wins are against teams that aren't really good. And I think that Philly's numbers are not unfair, but padded by strength of schedule. And I think Green Bay has, over the past couple weeks, suffered from strength of schedule. They beat the Cowboys, and then they immediately had a really tough game against a tough Titans team. And I think this could be a game that they bounce back. I definitely think they keep it in the spread. I think there's a good chance they might even win it.
right.
Um, so we're both taking Green Bay with the spread.
Yeah.
So, finally, on Monday night, we've got the Pittsburgh Steelers on their way to the Indianapolis Colts. The Steelers getting 2.5 in Indy. Um, I don't think it's enough. Just Pittsburgh's just been so shaky. We knew they'd be bad going into this year, but they've been almost somehow worse than imagined. And by no means are the Colts good, but they just are better ish.
They
They're
have
less
better,
bad.
but yeah, they're less bad. Yeah. No, I can agree with that. Um, I think I'm also taking the Colts here.
Yep.
I don't have too much more to say on that. They're
No, that's
two
fair.
teams that have not been
It's
performing
gonna be a
great.
shitty Monday night game. I probably won't even watch it
Yeah.
if I'm being honest. But
Um, but that's it for this week.
so as it stands, we got one differing pick. Oh, and just because we didn't say it, our current records
Mhm.
75 and 83, about 8 games under. Last week we went 4-9-1. Um, that was really bad. But here's the good news: we got 2 games right on Thursday. We're already halfway to our record last week, and it's not even Sunday yet.
So
We solid.
let's keep the dubs going, right?
Yeah, let's get. There's what 13 games. Let's get 9 of them right.
Yeah.
I'm okay with getting 4 of these wrong.
I'm okay with Kansas City, winning by 20 points.
I'm okay with Kansas City winning by 7 points, and then Chicago winning. I'm okay with Chicago winning. Anyway,
that'll be this week.
let us know what you guys think. Let us know what you guys feel like we got wrong, what we got right. Let us know how you felt about the doing the shorts on Thursday. Going forward, maybe we'll try and do the shorts on Thursday just to spice it up a little bit. That way you don't have to come back to a video you already watched, hopefully. Because if you're watching it after next Thursday's game, I'm confused about on how you decided to handle these picks. But I'm not judging. I'm just saying I'm confused. So that's going to do it for us. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. As always, I'm Daniel. That's Brett. We are Beyond Us, and we'll see you next time. See you guys.